in the case.
Mr. Chernoff, Mr. Flanagan, Mr. Gorgian.
The judge is
Mr. Waldron and Ms. Micheal
checking to make sure that everyone who needs to be there is there.
To everybody, good afternoon.
This is Judge Micheal Pastor.
That the jury has reached a verdict. Who is the foreperson of the jury? Juror number 3? Thank you, sir. Is that in fact correct?
Yes, it is.
The jury has reached a verdict.
Yes, sir.
Has the jury, through the foreperson, signed the appropriate verdict form?
Yes, sir.
Do you have all the verdict forms with you?
Yes.
Could you provide the verdict forms to Deputy Jones, who will then present them to me?
That is Conrad Murray waiting to hear his fate.
The court has reviewed the verdict form, and ladies and gentlemen, there was a typo in terms of the date of the alleged incident. It was written June 9th, 2009, and juror number 3, you've corrected that to June 25th. You put a 2-5 and you put some squigglies after that?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. I've reviewed the verdict form, which now I will pass to Mrs. Benson, the court clerk. Mrs. Benson will publish the verdict.
Superior Court of California, Los Angeles County. The people of the state of California plaintiff versus Conrad Robert Murray, defendant. Case number SA 073164. Title of court and cause. We, the jury in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Conrad Robert Murray, guilty of the crime of involuntary manslaughter.
Bitch ass nigga got the fucking guilty vote.
192 subsection B. Alleged victim, Micheal Jackson. Alleged date of June 25th, 2009. As charged in count 1 of the information. This 7th day of November 2011. 4-person juror ID number 145, seat number 3. Is this your verdict? Is this your individual and personal verdict? So say you one, so say you all.
Yes. All jurors indicating the affirmative. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you whether this is your individual and personal verdict. I'm going to be asking you individually if this is correct. If it is your individual and personal verdict, say yes. If it is not your individual and personal verdict, say no. Is this your individual and personal verdict, Juror 1?
Yes, sir.
Judge Micheal Pastor is polling the jury now, asking each of the 12 jurors whether they agree that this is indeed their verdict, because of course the verdict has to be unanimous. But they have already handed in the jury form that indicates that they have found Conrad Murray guilty of involuntary manslaughter in the death of Micheal Jackson.
Do counsel waive further reading of the verdict as recorded? Mr. Waldron?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Chernoff?
Yes.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I now will read to you final instructions upon discharge of jurors. You now have completed
Judge Pastor is reading some final instructions to the jury, but the verdict is in. Guilty of involuntary manslaughter. Our correspondent covering the story at the courthouse is Ben Tracy. Ben, remind us of